Cancer, how you doing? So we're here to do your Back to the Future reading for May. How you doing, Cancer? So just a quick brief interlude of what these are about. So the channel messages are the future. So the prediction of things that will come through, hopefully through pen and paper. Something's going to come through on pen and paper, or making it perfectly clear. Okay, so we're going to go into your channel messages, but the future is the channel messages, and then we're going back in and we start to look into the tarot cards of what it's actually going to mean. Like past, present, and future. Okay, but the future predictions are coming through quite clear. That's what they're saying. It's coming through quite clear. I'm going to make things quite clear. Okay, the first thing that I heard was Claire, also Claire, or St. Clair, St. Clair, or St. Neots, or St. Clair. I'm picking up St. Neots and St. Clair's. St. Clair's school, St. Clair's primary school, priming, prime time. Someone feels like they're being primed, okay, or crimed. There seems to be a crime being committed by someone, okay? So that's what they're saying, that something is like, feels like there's been a crime committed, that someone feels like there's things being taken from them. But also I'm definitely picking up a lot of addiction around people, okay? So the first big message that came out was tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. So something's ticking and something's talking or clocking. It's like clocking, being clocked also. It feels like I'm being, okay, someone could be in something violent. Okay, but they're also saying tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. As in clock, like being clocked, speeding, something kind of like it is like in a car, probably a Cancer, so you are Cancerian. So I was going to say there could be a Cancerian involved, but there could be another one involved. I don't know, because I'm getting cross-matched of like Cancerian, of like driving and clocking and tocking and something, or twocking. Okay, twocking is obviously something that's stolen. They're saying something stolen of a car or something like that, like a car alarm. Okay, but I picked up straight away clicking, like a tick. Okay, being ticked, and again I picked that up before, pick up a pen. I've picked it up for other people, actually realised that my own readings are coming true, and I've actually been picking up a pen and writing all this stuff, but I've actually been dropping the pen and picking it up. So there's something to do with ticking, like ticking and ticking. It's like a ticking time bomb, right? But it feels like, so what did I put? Degraded, like ticking, but someone feels degraded. Someone feels like I'm going to make this absolutely perfectly clear. Okay, this is really ticking, but I'm picking up like ticking. Right now, ticking is obviously what we went through before Cancer, and if a lot of people are suffering through an addiction or something, it's a repetitive thing that's being ticked. Okay, meaning marked, meaning like you owe me this score. Okay, because it's scoring. There seems to be scoring. Hopefully you like a lot of the intros that I do, which is film scoring. Okay, where you make music and then I also make the video itself as well, and then I score the music to the video. But scoring is pretty much also where I need something from you, but can you loan me it? It's more of, if you look at it as an addiction, it's someone that has big quantity of something, okay, in order to give, but in order to give it, in order to get it, I need to tick it, so I need to owe you. So there seems to be like, I owe you nothing, right? So it's like someone's trying to avoid it, and someone's trying to like tick things or take things but not give anything back for it, okay? So, and I think that what it's doing is ticking someone off and they're marking it because it feels like grading, like I'm being degraded, and I don't like being degraded, and do not degrade me and make me feel like I'm worthless, because I feel like some of you out there, Cancer, and it could be you or your partner, okay? But it's definitely saying something to do with like I feel degraded, like, you know, don't, because I pick up a pen. Again, it's coming through like tick tock, like a tick. Okay, which is a habit. Like someone has this habit of doing something. Now that is either an addiction habit or it is a physical habit. But it's something that is someone keeps doing it, and they keep saying it, and they keep saying it, and they keep doing it, and they keep doing it, and they keep doing it, and it's just like going over and over and over and over. And so we're running over the same ground. It's like, why do you keep ticking? Because ticking can be also a mental illness of some kind of thing where, I mean, this just came through the last reading that I did, which is the sign before yours, which is Gemini, okay? Because I picked up on a condition of mental illness, okay? So that can be coming through of you because I'm picking up this tick. Now, ticks normally in the UK, it used to be someone that used to do that and used to say, oh, I'm just ticking. Okay, and because it seems to be someone that's constantly doing something of a bad habit, but sometimes it's a forced habit of like, I can't help it. It's like a force of nature, and I keep doing something, but it just doesn't seem to be getting any better. Okay, so they're definitely saying ticking, and tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Okay, and I put bad habit, like a hard habit to break. Whatever it is a hard habit. And it's someone that has this habit and also a habitat, like a tat or all. Okay, so it might be someone that has something to offer, but it's degrading to someone, which could well be you. I don't know why I'm picking up Libra. I'm picking up Libra. I just suddenly autistically, I don't know why I put that. Morticia, or Malteser. Maltese, someone's from Maltese, or Malteser, or a teaser. It's like teasing and pleasing, but someone's getting very ticked off with it. Because it's very pleasing prosthetically, but it's very teasing for someone, and they feel like they're being teased and also pleased at the same time. It's like, well, I'm being pleased with what I've got, but I'm also being teased because of how I look or how I am or a tick that I have that's either degrading or ungrading. Excuse me if I cough. I'm actually trying to stop my own habit, which is, this is day 3 for me, which is stopping smoking, which is a hard habit for me to break, but trust me, I'm breaking it. So there is something around like prosthetics, and that someone that has something, but it feels like, well, I'm getting what I want, but also I'm not, at the same time, I'm not getting what I want because I feel degraded. It's like people always seem to put me down for my appearance. Where, does appearance really, appearance, because there's definitely saying something to do with like pride, that pride is taking over of something, right? Prime, they're also saying Prime. Someone could well be ordering things or selling things on Prime, which is Amazon, right? So you could have a company that's selling and buying things across country, and it's buying and selling prosthetic, why on earth did I just hear prosthetic arms? Prosthetic arms. Okay, I really hope this is not going down the illegal route of arms, okay, selling arms. But for some, I don't know why, I just heard prosthetic arms, like a prosthetic leg or a prosthetic arm. But something that's like, I don't know why I keep picking it up, of something that's false, but it's real. It's kind of like, well, it's real because it's there, but it's not man-made. Like it's, what? Okay. I think I'm kind of also picking up on something like cross-gender as well, like cross-gender. Because I was picking it up through the last reading that I'd done, and it was something to do with like changing one's appearance or prosthetically, like changing things prosthetically to become a man, to become a woman, or a woman. When a man loves a woman, right? But it's something to do with like changing my appearance to from one to another. Because it feels like that I have to hide that. Like I have to physically hide that. Because I either one, get a lot of attention, or I don't get enough, and I need to change myself in order to get enough. Because, in the UK, I keep always relating this, and I don't know why my spirits get me to do it, but there used to be a TV show called Mr. Ben, and I think a lot of you have probably heard about that before. And Mr. Ben was an old TV cartoon show where he used to go into the closet, right, and he used to sort of like look, and he'd say, okay, Mr. Ben, what is it that you want to be today? And he used to go off into this dream and say, oh, I want to be a performer, or I want to be something, or I want to be something more. And he didn't like what he was, or she didn't like what she physically was, but realised that Mr. Ben had to change his clothes in order to become this dream. And he used to look into the mirror, and it used to take you off into the cartoon of Mr. Ben playing out this role of something, like I think the last one I can ever really remember was something to do with the zoo, and he wanted to be a zookeeper or something like to do with that thing. A zookeeper or Zulu. I don't know why I'm picking up Zulu or Lulu. Lulu, come to Harry, Lulu. Well, that was Hale and Pace, right? Lulu, come to Harry. And then he used to move out the way, and then because it was I don't know if any of you ever watched Hale and Pace, but it was a British TV comedy show, okay, and it was two grown. A woman and a man, and now they used to dress up as like little babies, okay, and then they used to go, Lulu, come to Harry, and she used to run over to him, and then he used to move out of the way, and she'd go, Bore, and actually hit her head on the table, and he used to do it on purpose in order to tease her, okay. So it's kind of like teasing and pleasing. It's kind of like, well, I'm just opening my arms in order to reel you in, okay, and as soon as I've reeled you in, it's like I'm just going to step aside and let you just kind of like run into the table and run things yourself. So it feels like, well, I'm just going to let you run things yourself and the way you want to do it. because it's why women do when they don't regret it. I'm picking up some kind of what was the well, I can't remember. Wow, and it was a really old, great film as well. I can't say what she was, but Richard Gere and what's her name? The really attractive woman. And he had a Porsche or Ferrari or something, and he let her drive it. She couldn't drive it in the stick, and he paid her quite a lot of money in order to stay. Put it that way. And then she ended up falling in love with him. So you know the film, right? So I'm picking up like a lot of these dresses and stuff like that, like a lot of addresses. Like I seem to be picking up like quite a lot of addresses. Whew, what's going on, Cancer? Like I seem to be picking up a lot of dresses, like a lot of dress sizes or dress clothes, or someone's buying me like a lot of like prosthetics stuff. Like they seem to be buying me a lot of dresses. They seem to be giving me a lot of attention. They seem to be buying me a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of buying and selling, but like trying to bide someone's time by buying them something. It's like, well, if I can bide your time just by getting your attention, by buying you something, I'll buy you it. Because it's a bit like what came out through the last reading, Gemini. I'll buy that for $1. And it's like, Randolph! It's like, we're back! We're back, Randolph. It's like, yeah, I'll buy that for $1. And it's like, what do you want for $1? Because we've got it all going up for the bill. It's something to do with like a crime as well. The bill was, well, some of you could be from the UK, but the bill, right? The old bill. But please. But, because I'm hearing, Roxanne! You don't need to put on a red light, like you don't need to put on that red lipstick or something. It's because someone's really doing it to someone, and they feel like, well, you don't need to put on the red lights. It's like the red light district, and someone is working their magic. I'll put it that way. Someone is, because I'm relating it to the film that we went over with Richard Gere, and wow, how the hell do I, how on earth do I remember Richard Gere but not the woman? Because I'm picking up this confused energy, right? But through that, I'm picking up the red light district, right? Which is like Amsterdam and places like, hello, my name is Olaf, I'm from Amsterdam. That's a bad accent. But it's like, hi, my name's Mick and I'm from Amsterdam. Oh, and me and my friend Alva Flower, we're doing this TV show. And it feels like a TV show type sort of like putting on a performance of something of like, I don't know, from Amsterdam, like the red light district. But I'm picking up like red lights. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. It's the David Gray, right? All lights are fading, green and red. Yeah, so how's that song going? You don't really want me hearing me singing that one, but it's something like that to do with music as well. Because I picked up, I don't know why I keep picking up like a grandfather clock or a grandfather. It's like, wow, who is somebody picking up? Honestly, what is somebody picking up? Because it feels like I'm having to pick up a grandfather, like someone older or something. It's like, well, I'm younger. I don't know where that's going. Because I don't know if I'm getting confused in my channel by someone that's confused about being cross-gendered. Okay, and that might be slightly where that's coming from. Because I can't quite figure this energy out of what it is fully. Because I'll get there. But it feels like that this person's feeling like that, well, I'll get there, and I will get there, and I will get there, and I will get there. Because someone's really trying to get somewhere. And it's like, I just need to put my point across to actually get somewhere. And as soon as I get there, everything will be cushy. Like, everything will be sweet. Someone could be from London or something, right? Which is kosher. Which is chicken soup, right? So, it's something to do with, like, daring. Like, I dare you. It's like, cross... You know the chicken cross the road to get to the other side, right? It's like, but you need to make this chance or this dare in order to get across the other side of the road. And because I keep picking up like someone's on the side of the road, or I really do, and someone's on the side of the road and they're like flagging people down to either to do something or to physically like sell something. I don't know why, because it feels like I just need to flag someone down for a lift. It's a bit like itching a lift. Hitchhiker, also the film Hitchhiker, right? Because I don't know who I'm picking up. it feels like I don't know what I'm going to pick up or who I'm picking up. So I don't know who I am, because I'm getting very confused of who you are. Who are you? Who are you, Cancer? Who are you? It feels like, okay, so I'm picking up a hard habit to break, right? But I just put proud, which is too proud to say something. Like, I really want to say something, but I'm too proud to say it. I'm too proud to admit it. And I think someone's getting like, because the big thing that I wrote was loud and clear. Loud and clear. And I'm picking up Claire, the name Claire. But loud and clear. Like, you've just put it on the line of like loud and clear, you know. So I don't know how that's going to come across, as if it's like loud and clear, as like, well, you've just told me loud and clear. That's all I needed to know, is just say something loud and clear, loud and proud. Because I'm picking up pride, a lot to do with pride, right? Now, pride is obviously something to do with like, you know, sexual same-sex stuff, right? So I'm picking up pride. But I'm also picking up, which was a lot to when I started making my channel, that was to do with Seven, right? And how I started having a lot of my awakenings and epiphany of my first ever karmic situation that was actually with a Libra, believe it or not, which was to do with pride, which was in the film Seven. And my spirits told me before I left my other channel to come to this one to watch Seven. So I did, and the one major thing that I picked up was, what's in the box? Can you remember when I was doing what's in the box before? I don't know if any of you have been with me that long. But then I also came to that conclusion of pride when I watched that film. And it was a lot to do with never cut your nose off to spite your face, because it feels like someone feels like they have to change their appearance in order to get something. It's like, well, I really want something, but my appearance is everything. And the appearance of pride, it's not. Because of that film, of what it really shows you, it was to do with this prosthetic model. Okay, well, not prosthetic, but a model. Okay, because I think someone's looking into prosthetics, which is kind of like, what do they call that when you put it into your lips and stuff, and I don't know, all that kind of thing, right? And it's like, never cut your nose off to spite your face, meaning, you know, there's this in this hand and there's a phone here, and you can ask for help, but you will be emotionally, physically scarred for life. So it's up to you, you know. And well, obviously people have seen the film Seven, right? So it's something to do with that, of never cut your nose off to spite your face, meaning that you don't worry about your face. You know, nothing's wrong with anybody's face, right? So it feels like someone doesn't want to be seen, but they want to be seen. They want to be seen emotionally, but not physically. It's like, it's kind of like that I'm talking to someone, right? But I don't want them to see me, like, because I don't know what they're physically going to think when they see me. Like, will my appearance change things? Meaning, like, I could be, well, I mean, anybody could look anyway, but there's kind of this, like, I could be extremely attractive, or I might feel that I'm not. But either way, it's coming across as like, this is extremely personal to me. And as soon as this person sees me, is their opinion going to change? And then the relationship will change because of my appearance and because of how things are. And is all that really going to change when people know, you know? Because I feel like there's a definite Libra of show and tell, of like, well, I need to show you something, but I also need to tell you something as well. In order for me to tell you, I really need to show you. And if I do show you the real me, is that really going to confuse things if I show you me and not like me, you know? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm picking up like a meme, like a TikTok or something that's being mimicked. And that is why I'm coming as like a Gemini energy as well. Because that can be a mirror of confusion of figuring out who you are, right? So I'm definitely picking up air signs in your chart, in your chart, well, I said in your chart, or around you, right? But it feels like, pick me, be me, pick me, because I'm picking like Pac-Man or pick me, okay, like a pygmy or something, or pick me, and it's like pick me, and it's kind of like one of these like arms that come into the fairground. It's kind of like, okay, let's just dangle it down, and it's like, oh no, I didn't get it that time. And it's kind of like, okay, let's come down. Sorry, I've just got another notification. It's just, get off my screen. But it's like, sorry, because I'm looking at an iPod pad. And it's kind of like, it comes down like that and it's picking it up and it's like, oh no, I didn't quite get it. And it's kind of like, okay, let's just like no. And there doesn't seem to be any life here. Oh, okay. Sorry, just as I was doing that. This could be like a possible stroke for someone, that there could be. Because I'm feeling like someone could have had this already. And there seems to be like, because you go weak on one side, right? And it feels like things have dropped slightly. Oh, sorry, Cancer. Do you want me to read your lives? So I don't know if this is relating to you or someone that you know. Okay, but it feels like a few things have been dropped, like, and because I'm picking up like that, and there just doesn't seem to be any life in someone. Because I'm definitely picking up like this. Well, we need to have another go. And it's kind of like, no. And it's like, it's just, because I'm picking up on these pinpricks or something. And it's like, can we just like put it on the end of your foot or something just to see if there's any, because I'm picking up like someone could be like could have possibly had an accident in the past, right? He could have possibly had an accident in the past. And they're saying that summer nights. Sorry, why I think it means to look at Greece. Something to do with Greece, over in Greece. Someone could be over in Greece, okay? So anyway, I'm thinking that, you know, when there had been an accident, someone's possibly had an accident in the past, and they suffer from like Crohn's disease or something, okay? Or I really can't remember what that is. But like where they need to put the life and they need to like find out, and they kind of like prick the end of your toe just to see if there's any sensations that are left in something. And I'm definitely picking up on prosthetic stuff because someone doesn't have any feeling in a certain, on their body or something. And it's like, well, there isn't any feelings there. There's no nerve endings. That's it. Because I'm picking up on nerve, right, which is also another song that I can't remember, but nerve, right? But like nerves, like there's no nerve endings. Like I've had so much done that there doesn't seem to be any nerve endings anymore, and I don't know if I physically have any feelings there. Because I'm definitely picking up like this, like I don't know if there's any feelings there anymore for someone or for something. But I also think that it's also to do with something that's prosthetic, where there doesn't seem to be any, like, I don't know, like something doesn't seem to be working anymore. Okay, so I think a lot of you have got something to do with Gemini, okay, because I picked up through that reading, it doesn't have to be, but I picked up through there that there doesn't seem to be any like feeling or life, but it seems to be coming through for your reading more. Like someone was changing something, and it feels like that someone's going to get this answer of like, well, if you do this, then you're not going to have any sensations and feelings down there, because there was a gender type thing of someone that could have possibly, I don't know, I haven't released them yet. I'll probably have done by now. That's a timeline, right, to catch hold of. I have done it, but I haven't put them out, but I'll probably have when you're watching it. But like someone's getting the news from the doctors or something to say, if you have this done, there's a possibility that you won't have any feelings in your body, any sensations of, like, I don't know, like, you know, when women have what they do, that kind of thing. I think I'm treading on ground, right? But I don't know, do people get feelings and sensations there? Because it feels like something needs to be replaced, okay? That something was physically there, of a transformation, that if it's possible that there is an operation, that there might not be any feelings left in something. And I have no idea why I keep picking up on someone's arm, right? Arm. Because I feel like someone is cocked, ready to go. I do. I feel like, I feel like, because I feel like arms, like something to do with these arms of mine. They are yearning from wanting you. Right? But someone realizes that they have to go through this change moment, that they have to go through a physical change in order to be someone. But I think also to go through someone's change, like through someone's pocket, like, because it feels like I'm in pocket but I'm out of pocket. It's like if I do it I'm going to be out of pocket, but if I do it, it's a bit like a win-win, lose-lose type sort of Libra kind of like energy that seems to be coming through. Right. It could be some kind of like arms, like, I don't know why I'm picking up on arms, like physical, like laws, gun laws, or Laura, the name Laws, or Laws, because I'm picking up Laws No, which was Stephen King's film. What was that? It was like a really long 2-3 film, and it was Laws No, and people were through it was the flu virus. I really hope that's not, sorry, because I will channel all this kind of stuff. If it's happening in the world and I'm part of it, which I'm connected to, I start channeling Gaia in the world, right? So if you're in it, more likely I'll start channeling that and things that are in it, okay? So it won't necessarily be meaning that it's going to happen, it just means you could be witnessing it, right? But I'm definitely picking up, like, because Stephen King's film, I forget what it was called now, but there was somebody in it that was mentally suffering from something, but he used to say, Laws no, Laws yes, Laws yes. And it's like yours yes, yours. It's like I'm yours. Laws. I keep picking up laws or laws, like laws or saws, or like, I don't know, someone's sending all of this lol, saws. Oh, soz. And it's like, oh, what? Soz? Really? Where's sorry? It's like, I don't know where these are coming from, Cancer. Okay. But whatever it is, I feel like it's a hard habit for someone to physically break it. It's like, I can't break it. Because it feels like a bond, right? Like I have this bond within myself, and whatever it is, I am not breaking this bond. Now, some of it is a stocks bond, right, where it's to do with a bank and it's bonds and shares, and I cannot break into this bond, like because it's like a will or something, right, or something of a lot of money, and it's like I can't break into the bond, like I can't break this bond. It's a bit like a man's pact, right? I mean, I've got a best mate, and we're always kind of like, actually he's a Cancerian, but it's like, I forget what I used to say now, but like a pact, like it's like to do with the lads. It's like, it's the lads and that's that. It's like, this is a bond of men, right? Us merry men, and it's like we stick together, and it's what happens here stays here, and don't go tell anyone. I forget, man, what does my best mate say? I haven't seen him in ages, but something like oath, like take oath, or take oath. Take oath. It's like, it's, you know, like it's really just a pact that it's like, it could be women or men, but whatever it is, it stays in this cycle and it doesn't leave this circle, right? So it's a bit like a bond where there's a circle of a bond or something, and it's like, if it's happened, it stays here. We don't tell anyone about it, you know. So whatever seems to be going on, someone's trying to get into this circle that doesn't want to say it, right? Because of I don't know, it's something to do with bonds and shares and money, right? It's a bit like James Bond. It's like shaken, not stirred. It's like, I don't want it shaken and I don't want it stirred either. It's like, you can't stir me up. Because I feel like someone's stirring someone up, like winding them up, stirring them up. It's like, I'm just stirring the pot, just ready just to see it just like burst. So I'm just going to stir you up, steers. I'm also picking up steers. And I'm also coming to tears. Something to do with like coming to tears. Steers, some kind of like steers is coming to tears, like horse reins or something, like pulling back on the reins a little bit, or the rein, or pulling back on the reins in order to steer, but that's Cancerian. Something to do with like a car, or like I need to pull back the reins a little bit because things are like going nay, things are going nay too fast. something's going nay too fast. Naysayer. Like a naysayer is like, no, well, you know what you say to naysayers, right? Nay. You say nay. It's like, we are the knights that say nee. Right? The knights, that's what I said right at the beginning. No more lonely nights, never be another. No more guiding lights. But we are the knights that say no. It feels like the four horsemen, right? Supernatural type sort of thing. And so we are the four horsemen. We are the four musketeers, or the three musketeers. So we are the three musketeers, and we say no. And I've got no idea. Like, there's three people, I'm sure, that's in your energy. And it's like, well, we are the three musketeers, and we say no to 3 tears or something. Say no. I don't know. Because say no was also Grange Hill. I don't know if that was across the world, but again, in Britain, there was a TV programme that was called Grange Hill. And the big song that came out of that by Patron, I think his name was Just Say No. It was an addiction that he had to cocaine, I think it was. Okay, and he was at school. Okay, and he was pressured into it by his peers, and he made a song, Just Say No. And that is how you overcome it. You know, if you have any addiction, trust me, I've been down many a road. I've been down many a long winding road, Paul. But you just say no. You have to continue to say no. You know, when your mind starts to change and you realise you've said no, you believe yourself. You know, because you have to say no. You can't keep saying yes, right? You can't keep saying something to yes that you want, but you actually don't want it because you're confused, Libra, right? So it's just say no. You know, I'm sure that was Roland Patterson, right? Patterson, Grange Hill. What you got to say about it, Patterson? What you got to say about it, boy? Because I keep picking up at this headmistress or headmaster or something. It's like, well, what you got to say about it, boy? You know, because I pick up like someone's very stern or very like, you know. And so what you got to say about it, boy? You know, because Grange Hill, I'm picking up on the headmaster. And he used to be a right, oh man, in that. He used to be, what you got to say about it, boy? He's like, well, because I'm picking up like a lot of community youth or like, you know, the song also community youth. Pass the digi on the left hand side. But like community youth workers or something, which is to do with outreach, which is obviously to do with like community youth drug workers and schemes of things. So I'm definitely picking up on like, I don't know, like playground activity or like children or school or something, being schooled for something, right? But they're definitely saying scoring, so be careful. Hopefully that's kind of like, and you might like what I do, which is film scoring, for hopefully computer games and films where they do backing tracks for films, right? So when you normally see my Lucid Dream Tarot music, when I make my own, you can basically score music, underscore music to films and stuff, right? So anyway, but that's a long process. So there's your future predictions. I mean, do you want that as a future prediction? I don't know. You might do, but there it is. That's the, you know, trust me, all of my predictions last April all came true. My own readings. I was like, whoa, that came from where I didn't even see it. And it did. And I said that in my own reading. You ain't even going to see where this is going to come from. And then all of a sudden, bang! It's like, whoa, here we go. Right? But, so let's see. So they're your future predictions. Now we go back to the future. So we go back to the past. And we have a quick look to see what's been happening with Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Show me what's been going on with Cancerian. Why did I see that? Libra. Libra, 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 the 3 Libras, the 3 Musketeers, or the 2 Musketeers, is bringing someone to tears, okay, that someone won't speak about it, you know. Because it feels like I want to speak, but I can't speak. It's like, don't speak, I know what you're saying. It's like, well, I know what you're saying because I can feel it. It might also be a Pisces, right? That's why I relate that, because Pisces is the silent intuition. 2 is Libra, right, because it's justice. But through that, don't speaking, of not speaking, is kind of like judging upon things by not saying it. It's kind of like, because Pisces kind of do this as well, where they have this ability of going out there, man, right? So trust me, I know I am one, right? So you're out there, right? So you have this belief and you come up with this notion in your head and you're kind of like, yeah, you know, And then all of a sudden, it's kind of like you think, well, where's the belief gone? And it's kind of like someone likes someone without telling them it, you know. So it's like, well, I really like someone, but I can't tell them that I like them. You know, that's why it's Pisces Libra to me, this card. Because someone has this notion that someone likes them, but they need to hear it. You know, and it's like, well, I need you to tell me. It's like, I can't engage on my intuition whether you like me or not, whether you tell me, unless you tell me. So it's like, well, you know, well, just show me then. Just show me something, but don't show me it by your intuition of just kind of like, all right, and punch someone on the arm like at school, right? And say, well, I fancy you. And so, what? By punching me on the arm? It's, yeah, well, I'm giving you attention. I want to be around you. Just like kick you in the shin, like you little, oh. You know, it's like a tick of the sciatica. It's kind of what? You know, so I need you to like tell me that you do instead of just like not keeping it to yourself, right? Because it feels like, well, I'm just going to have to keep this to myself and actually not say anything about it and just like continue to just go through it but physically not say anything. So if it's winding someone up to the point of no return, you feel it within your intuition that you're connected to someone that likes you, but they're not actually telling you, right? But this could also be happening to a Libra or anybody. But again, it's happening. That's the happening. So that's what's been happening. That's what's been happening. That people are not talking to one another, right? So yeah, because there's possibly 3 people in it. You see, there's possibly 3 people there. But again, someone could be so dedicated towards their children. They could be so dedicated towards their work that they just want to make it at work. They want to go to college. They want to go to school. They've got dreams, aspirations. They've got things on their mind that they really take into consideration, which is these 3 here, which is work, college, school, learning, buying, selling, studying, everything else that evolves around that. And the world evolves whether we like it or not. It evolves and it revolves, and it's also where everybody evolves to changing, right? So you can't control that. So everything is put down as pressure towards the 3 of coins of trying to get someone's attention away from their dreams and their aspirations of work or their children. And saying, well, I've got kids, or I've got a kid, or I've got a kid and I've got bills and I've got, you know, things of bigger importance to me than what a full-time relationship is at the moment. So I can't compare. You know, I can't compare anything outside of my cycle and my circle to anything else. So someone could well be just like, because this, what is this brother doing, poking his head through the window? It's kind of like 3 people looking in this window and saying, oh, what you got? What's in there? I said, look, take a look at that. What? Look what she's got in there. It's kind of like, what have you got? It's because I don't know. It's like curiosity killed the cat, right? So it's like, well, we 3 men are like curious about this Libra, or curious about what this person's holding within their Pandora's box, right? Which is charms and money and things. And it's like, you know, charmer. It's like, well, listen, Sid, shall we try to like ask her something? And it's like, I don't know if I dare, because look at all what she's got. She seems to have it all. But has she? Why don't you ask her out? And it's like, nah, brother, I don't know if I've got the courage. And it's like, well, I don't know. Well, I like looking at her, because there's someone that likes looking at someone, right? Someone that has been like looking at somebody. It's like, well, I like looking at you. It's like, what have you got? It's like, well, she's got quite a lot, but she don't say that. She don't say much. None. Ooh, someone could be a nun. Someone could be a nun. Which is kind of like within the church. It's like, oh, no, I don't do that. That's, you know, there's no sex before marriage. It's like we've got to get married first, or we've got to at least be going out. I've got children. So we're at least got to be going out, or like have a commitment before I give over any kind of like power towards you, like court, or any power over of my children, or power of court, or power of attorney, even. You know, so I'm not going to give over my maternity ring, right? I'm not going to give over myself to you just because you want me to. There needs to be something that's solid before someone's smoking solid as well, right? But again, this is like you know, there needs to be some kind of concrete evidence that it's physically there instead of us just looking at them or her, but them. I keep saying them, us and them. It's like, well, there's us and there's them, you know. So you're going to Pink Floyd. Us and them. And after all, we're only ordinary men. Right? We're only just ordinary men. It's just like, well, you're just ordinary. It's like, I don't know if I'm interested because you're all just ordinary. That's what it's coming across. Who is this person? But it's like, well, you're all just ordinary. It's like, I'm looking for someone special. You know, I'm looking for someone that has that. This is a kind of magic. Right? I'm looking for someone that has that magic about them. That is esoteric. That is knowledgeable. That is a medium as well, right? But or can be. But it's like, I'm looking for that magic. And it's like, hello, Sid, I'm looking at you. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. You know, I really don't know, because you haven't got that essence of magic. Right? You haven't got that spark. You haven't got that thing that just keeps me burning. Because I've got people that watch me and the people that look at me. But, again, it's kind of like I'm waiting for something more. I deserve more. I need more. I want more. But I don't know if these three men are worthy of this high priestess, right? So I don't know who. There's no star signs involved, Cancerian, but that's the channel messages that are coming through. That I don't know if we have the courage to actually speak up to get this high priestess away from her commitments, to make her say something, because this could be going on at work, where someone's at work. Okay, and because they're focused at work and they're doing all of that, that's where they're getting the attention. Because they're not focused on a relationship. They're focused on their kids, or they're focused on, well, whatever it is that's been going on with the high priestess, really. It could be kids, you know, it could be work. But there could be three men that are interested in this person, or three women, and they're looking. They're interested in looking. This is a little bit like when you're at work, you know, and then Dave's head just suddenly starts going, bruv, have you seen that woman? Right? And it's like, hey, Dave, it's like, boom, wake up. He's like, oh, what? And his crisps go over and his coffee's like, oh, just on my break, bruv. It's like, look at that going by. And it's like, oh my word. It's like, I go over and ask her. It's like, no, I ain't going over and asking her. There's no point. There's no chance she's going to be interested in me or he. You know, and it's like, well, you know, you better hurry up, because she's going to get, or he's going to get snapped up, because these three people and everyone else across the whole factory is kind of like going, oh my word, look at that. Right? I mean, that's men for you, right? But I don't know, do women do that with attractive men? I don't know. Well, obviously, right? But whoever it is, it's kind of like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I dare ask her. So, I resort to drinking. I resort to standing here, not doing anything about it, about possibly drinking my sorrows away, because there's a lot of Zorro. Like, it's like, I will protect you, but again, sorrow. It's like, I'm sorry, but sorry seems to be sorry seems to be the hardest words. Right? Sorry seems to be the hardest word for someone to say. It does. Because it feels like the Michael Jackson one, and I see it in that Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. Say, say, say what you want, but don't leave me with no direction. Because someone doesn't know what direction they're going in. They don't know what they didn't, but they didn't know what they wanted. They didn't. Because Paul McCartney and that song was a video that was put together by those two about the strongest man, right? Where they would have this fake bottle of glass stuff and they would con people. They would. It feels like a con artist. It does. Sorry, but I've got to go with the channel messages of the thing, but they were con artists. And they had this, come, step right up, step right up. It's like this, and Michael Jackson went, whoa, and he spun around in the video. And he was kind of like, sir, come here. And he'd give this person an arm wrestle. And it was like that. And they paid him to do that. And then everybody's like, yeah, throwing money at him, going, yeah, bruv, make it rain. We want some of that. And they're all drinking this potion and it's not doing anything. They take all the money, get on the back of the cart, and they're off. That's Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, right? You must have seen that, right? And it looks like these three here, these three are fighting over someone's attention, right? It's like we need to prove ourselves and we need to take this drink here in order to be able to prove it. You know, so we need to make ourselves stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So it's like the strongest. Who among you is the strongest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall. So coming out of story time, I don't know why I'm going into story time, but it feels like you know, if you're not going to do this, then I'm just going to drink away my sorrows. I'm not going to walk away. I didn't walk away. I'm just going to stay here with you. So this person could actually be with you, but you're not talking. Like, you know, they're there, but they don't seem to be doing anything about it. Because I'm definitely coming across that as a vibe where they've been there, but they haven't been doing anything about it. They haven't been changing. They didn't walk away energetically. They just physically stayed in your energy, but they were still watching you. So if I didn't say this is the moment before, I haven't really used these cards at all, really. There's a lot of cards in this deck that I haven't seen. What are you talking about? Scene. This is a scene. This is your card, Cancerian. But it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well at the same time. But there's a lot that's been unseen about this. There's a lot of obscene behaviour. There are things going on also with a parenting situation of a mother. This is a mother. Now, even if you are a mother, you still have a mother, or, you know, hopefully people will still have a mum. But again, you know, there's people that are not getting on with their mum at all, you know. Because this is not talking to a mum here. This is like, I am not talking. And that's why I was coming up with those children of kind of like, well, you know, we're leading separate lives, and we just kind of like do that thing where we just clip each other in the hallway or something like. It's kind of like, well, just like try and avoid and get around this without having to tell you anything about my life or what I'm doing at work or college, or if I'm getting a job or if I'm not. Okay, so I don't like being pried, my life being pried into I'm going through something. So we're not talking, you know, possibly. But even if that's with a love life, it feels like there's so much hidden in someone's subconscious memory, which is the moon. It would be your moon. It could be a Leo moon or an Aquarian moon or a Gemini moon. It could be a Libra moon. Okay. But again, there is so much hidden within this person that they don't understand why people are not talking as well. Or not been talking. Because it's kind of like, you know, you could have been in isolation for this time, and someone's just been working and working and working and working and working. But again, there are things that are hidden from families that are in a relationship that have not been said to other people. And there's the King of Wands, Leo. That's why I call it Leo, because it's a lion. But lion, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, really don't matter. But again, this is phallic stuff as well. If someone that has desire, I mean, this is a king, right? But this king here also, if it's your partner, has problems at home with their mother. They have, whatever that is, they have issues with their parents, right? Which could be really protecting them, but overly protecting. There's a lot of over protection services and overly protecting, being overly protected, because it feels like this circle of trust of like, we're just going to protect it, because this could be like a protected spell. I don't know why I'm picking up that one, but like a protection spell, like I need to put out this protection service, or social services, even social services. Because I can't get away from this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius knows stuff, or someone knows, whoever isn't saying it knows it. They also know that they get a lot of attraction. The king, male or female, gets a lot of attention. They do. They love the limelight. This person secretly loves themselves or loves the limelight, right? They love being watched, okay? But they might not come across like that. They might not tell people that, but they do, right? They like to be watched. They like to be seen. But the moon doesn't, but it's there. So it's like it's a big show and tell, a big performance of like not telling people things. Like, I have this connection with someone, but I'm just not telling them. It's coming across as a very strange after, because I haven't done the last 2 weeks of April, so I thought I would do this as well. Okay, but it feels like through that time that people were avoiding situations by not telling that they have an attraction to someone, but they just don't think that they're worthy enough for this king. Because they all feel like, well, we're just going to have to do all of this but not say anything, about it. So that's me actually reading tarot cards and channeling. They were your channeled messages of the future. Okay, these are your tarot messages of the past. And now we go into your future reading, tarot card and channeled reading for May. If you are interested in that, you can follow us over on Patron, which is $5. You have access to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and your partner if of interest. You can watch them for the whole month just for $5 and then join or whatever, but it's $5. Okay, so that's in the link in the Show More section if you want to join, guys. And then you will also get your Dark Side tarot card reading. If you've just seen this and you haven't found those, go back and watch April and see what those are about, because there'll be another lot coming out for May for those two, and they will go to Patreon as well. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out from the link below for the email, find out prices and if I'm available and all that kind of thing too. You can find Lucid Dream Tarot music sites and everything else that I own are all in the links provided below. Thanks very much, Cancer, and let's have a look, see what's going to happen for your May reading. Okay, all right, guys, thanks very much. Catch you again soon.